Hello there, I'm the NightmareDuke and welcome to another Fallout 76 video where today we are taking a look at the second mission that's just released for the Expeditions update on the PTS From Ashes to Fire. So hopefully you enjoy, and if you do then consider liking and subscribing, but let's just get straight into it. So as always, this is PTS footage, so if you don't want spoilers then this is your warning, and like I did for the first expedition mission, just going to give a bit of an overview and a first look at things, outlining the objectives and different stages, etc., and doing a run through of it. So of course you've first got to fuel up that ultracite battery and then select From Ashes to Fire on the mission select screen, and our contact this time is going to be Danilo. So we are taken to a new area and it's pretty cool and a pretty big area, so explore to your heart's delight. But of course, first things first, find and speak to Danilo, and then your first task is to head to the location and clean up some chemical waste. So basically just wander around this area and shoot any of the big green glowy toxic waste spots. You need to do 8 in total. My shredder glitched out the one, so I'll be swapping to the flamer from here on out. But yeah, just wander around the area. There's trogs in this area, there's fanatics, there's these trog superiors that have like a unique scream, kind of like Earl, which sort of slows you down and darkens your screen. But yeah, that's the only enemies in this area, so just deal with those or just run past them. And of course that chemical waste is that big mass of green stuff over here, which my shredder killed too quickly and then sort of revived itself. So yeah, then swapping over to the flavor, which worked much better. Yeah, the chemical waste is just on the ground, on the floor, up on the pipes, on the walls, so just look around, and once you've destroyed all 8 of them, the next part of the mission begins. So yeah, pretty simple part here. But once this is done, you head over to Danilo again, and he briefs you on the next part of the mission, as well as gives you a hint to talk to Ava Rose. Ava is basically the same as the dude in the Union Dues mission, who gives you the optional side objectives. She will give you 2 optional side objectives. One is to find 5 prisoner collars, so same situation as the steel ingots, and to find a fanatic skeptic who you talk to, and obviously they switch sides and leave the fanatics. So the equivalent of finding the Union supply side objective. But once you've spoken to her, it's time to enter the Sanctum. So she'll just give you those 2 side objectives, optional side objectives of course, which you want to do for the best rewards. She has quite a bit of dialogue, so you can go through that if you want, or just ignore her completely and just spam the buttons. Now this is a pretty cool area. It's an old cathedral and there's the catacombs area first underneath. Our main objective here is to use Danilo's special troglodyte to destroy the trog nests basically, and this is also the area where you can start finding those prisoner collars. They do get marked on your compass like the steel ingots when you are close by. So once you've done these objectives, then you meet up with Danilo again and he'll brief you on the next part of the mission. Just trogs down here basically, with this trog superiors, trog fledglings, some fanatic turrets, but it's a pretty cool area. There are a whole bunch of notes scattered about the place if you're more interested in the lore basically. Can read those, they're just scattered in the cells and whatnot. But the main thing is of course destroying those trog nests. So you just need to find Danilo's stashes, which is pretty much this, and it turns you into a very glowy power armor tanky ranger. But yeah, it's just pretty much a grenade which you then fling down the nests to destroy them. So just do that 3 times. Run around the area, find the prisoner collars. I found all of them in this area, so I don't know if they can be in other areas, but this is where I found all of my prisoner collars. And then it's time to talk to Danilo again for the next part, which is pretty much just causing chaos. And this is also the next part where I found the fanatic skeptic. So he recommended we take the right side path, so I took the right side path here. And yep, just continue through the cathedral, or through the catacombs, now up into the cathedral. He takes a different route. But yeah, the fanatic skeptic was marked on my compass. It was above me there, as you can see. And once you enter the cathedral, it also marks the organ music, which you have to activate for the main mission. Speaking to him, just has some dialogue. He realizes his mistake, and he goes back to Ava, and we continue on with our mission. So it's pretty much just clear out all the fanatics here, and then hit the button to turn the music up, and start the area secure part. So pretty much like daily ops, just gotta stay here for a certain amount of time to secure the area and kill any enemies that are in the area. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Similar to one of the missions in Union Dues. Just secure the area, get rid of the enemies, and you're good to go. This will last a little while. The longer you leave the enemies in the area, the longer it'll last, I guess. There's also these 3 prisoners in stockades. Didn't give me any objective to free them, but they seemed pretty happy when I did. So I guess that's a good thing. I don't know if it's a bug, but you can free them if you want. And they just go on their merry way, basically. So once the area is secured, the final part here is to take care of the area foreman. And yeah, foreman was no problem. So they should probably beef him up a little bit. Just confront the foreman. He'll come out with a bunch of his fanatics to help him. He has 2 phases, basically, where he'll sort of just drop down, speak a little bit, and then get back up again. I kind of just didn't give him a chance to even finish his first speech, and he was down. So, yeah, not the biggest climactic fight there, but yeah, he'll just get back up, and you could just flame him again, or use whatever you want. And then some buddies of his finally turned up behind. Not a hard part yet, just defeat the foreman, and then it's pretty much escape this area. So it's escape time. Now in this escape time part, you get the objective from Danilo, who recommends you just head to the vertibird, or you can save 3 survivors trapped in the storm. Now their health steadily declines, and I tried to get back to Ava first, whereas I should have done it the other way around, basically. So you can return the stuff back to Ava and complete those optionals and then run for the survivors. But I'd recommend going for the survivors first, especially the feeble one, because they die the quickest. So I only managed to save 2 of them overall, and then it's literally just head back to Danilo and leave with Lennox on the vertibird after that. So their health bars continually decrease until they die or you get to them and you just need to speak to them to save them. So yeah, do that first, and then you can always run back to Ava and hand in those optional objectives that you completed inside the sanctum. For me, all 3, I guess, were in this one area, but the feeble one had already died. So pretty much just interact with the survivors. The one was outside, and the other one was in the train cart. Here, the resilient one, of course, inside the train, so makes sense that they were the resilient one. Then it's just go speak to Danilo and Lennox and get your rewards. So for the rewards, as you can see, failed that last task, so it's similar to the Trog boss in Union Dues. You got to keep the Union fighters alive. Here, you got to save those 3 survivors from the storm to get the max rewards out of this mission. But that's it, pretty much. Not sure if, like Union Dues, there's going to be different quests. Like Union Dues has a pool of them that gets randomly chosen. I've only done this once, so I shall see once I play more. But it's pretty cool overall, nice locale, and yeah, had some fun with it. But hopefully you enjoyed, and if you did, then hey, consider liking and subscribing, sticking around for more Fallout content. But for now, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.